Welcome to ZoomInData, your go-to channel for in-depth data engineering, analytics, and modern cloud technology interview preparation. In this video, we dive deep into the top 25 Microsoft Fabric Dataflows General 2 interview questions for 2025. Perfect for data engineers, analysts, and anyone preparing for Fabric, Power BI, or data integration roles. We cover core concepts, differences from Gen 1, transformations, OneLake integration, incremental refresh, performance, governance, and best practices, all explained in clear, interview-ready technical language to help you confidently ace your next interview. 1. What is Dataflows General 2 in Fabric? Dataflows General 2 are a low-code data preparation tool in Microsoft Fabric that leverages Power Query Online for ingesting, transforming, and loading data into OneLake destinations. They enable self-service ETL processes with a familiar drag-and-drop interface, supporting multi-step transformations across diverse data sources. Built on advanced Fabric compute engines, Dataflows General 2 provide enhanced performance and integration with Copilot for AI-assisted query generation. Outputs are persisted as delta tables in Lakehouse or warehouse, facilitating seamless consumption across Fabric workloads. 2. How do Dataflows General 2 differ from classic Dataflows? Dataflows General 2, Fabric native, offers superior performance via SQL compute engines and OneLake integration, unlike classic Gen 1 which rely on enhanced compute in Power BI. Gen 2 supports explicit data destinations, Lakehouse, warehouse, external databases, and fast copy, while Gen 1 primarily stages data internally. Gen 2 includes native Git, CI, CD, Copilot assistance, and better monitoring, contrasting General 1's limited ARM and refresh options. Licensing requires Fabric capacity for General 2, whereas Gen 1 works with Power BI Premium, Pro. 3. What transformation capabilities do Dataflows General 2 provide? Dataflows General 2 utilize the full Power Query M engine for cleansing, shaping, merging, and advanced transformations like pivoting, unpivoting. They support query folding to push operations to source systems, optimizing performance for large datasets. AI features via Copilot enable natural language prompts to generate or refine transformation steps. Diagram view and staging options allow modular, reusable query design with intermediate materialization. 4. How do Dataflows General 2 integrate with OneLake? Dataflows General 2 natively write transformed data as delta tables to Lakehouse or warehouse destinations within OneLake. They leverage OneLake shortcuts for zero-copy access to external sources, eliminating data duplication. Staging occurs in managed Lakehouse, warehouse items, ensuring ACID compliance and immediate availability across Fabric experiences. Outputs support direct lake mode in Power BI, enabling low-latency analytics without import overhead. 5. How do Dataflows General 2 support incremental refresh? Incremental refresh buckets data by a datetime column, processing only changed records since the last refresh using replace semantics. It requires fixed schema destinations and explicit configuration in the query editor for Lakehouse, warehouse. Supported for sources with query folding, reducing refresh time and resource consumption significantly. As of late 2025, it's generally available for Lakehouse destinations, enhancing efficiency for large datasets. 6. How do Dataflows General 2 handle schema changes? Dynamic schema inference adapts to source changes during refresh, but fixed schema is required for incremental refresh. Schema drift handling allows adding, removing columns without breaking existing queries. Destinations support auto-creation or appending to existing tables with compatible schemas. Manual validation and refresh history help detect and resolve inconsistencies post-schema evolution. 7. How did Dataflows Gen2 manage data quality? Built-in Power Query steps enable profiling, validation rules, and error row handling during transformations. Data preview and query diagnostics identify anomalies before publishing. Integration with Fabric monitoring provides refresh logs and performance metrics for quality assurance. Custom checks via conditional columns or filters ensure cleansed outputs to destinations. 8. How did Dataflows Gen2 support collaboration? Workspace-level sharing allows multiple users to co-author and edit Dataflows Gen2 simultaneously. Git integration enables version control and collaborative development in connected repositories. Deployment pipelines facilitate promotion across dev, test, prod environments with team reviews. Copilot assistance democratizes contributions from non-technical stakeholders. 9. How did Dataflows Gen2 manage permissions? Permissions inherit from workspace roles, admin, member, contributor, viewer, via RBAC. Item-level access controls data destinations like Lakehouse tables for granular security. Connections use managed identities or gateways with credential isolation. Endorsement and sensitivity labels propagate governance across shared data flows. 10. How did Dataflows Gen2 integrate with Power BI? Transformed data in Lakehouse supports direct lake semantic models for seamless reporting. Legacy Power BI Dataflow connector enables consumption in desktop service. Scheduled refreshes ensure up-to-date data for Power BI datasets and dashboards. Lineage View traces data flows to reports, aiding impact analysis. 11. How did Dataflows Gen2 handle scheduling? Native scheduled refresh supports recurring executions at defined intervals directly in the dataflow. Integration with pipelines allows orchestration with other activities for complex schedules. On-demand manual refresh provides flexibility for ad hoc updates. Refresh history tracks status, duration, and limits, up to 300 per 24 hours. 12. How did Dataflows Gen2 optimize performance? Fast copy and query folding minimize data movement and push processing to sources. Staging in managed compute engines parallelizes transformations for large volumes. Incremental refresh and early filtering reduce processed data volume. Monitoring insights identify bottlenecks for targeted optimizations. 13. How did Dataflows Gen2 manage data lineage? Fabric Lineage View traces end-to-end flow from sources through transformations to destinations. Query dependencies visualize inter-query relationships in diagram view. Integration with Purview catalogs metadata for enterprise-wide impact analysis. Refresh history logs provide audit trails for compliance. 14. How did Dataflows Gen2 handle errors? Query-level error rows can be redirected or removed during transformations. Refresh failures capture detailed logs in Monitoring Hub for troubleshooting. Gateway updates ensure reliable on-premises connectivity. Pipeline orchestration routes errors for custom handling. 15. How did Dataflows Gen2 support multiple data sources? Over 100 native connectors cover cloud, on-premises, and file-based sources. Gateway support enables secure access to internal data systems. Merging, joining across sources in single data flow for unified views. Parameterization allows dynamic source switching. 16. How do Dataflows Gen2 ensure data consistency? Delta format destinations provide ACID transactions for reliable writes. Replace, append modes maintain destination integrity during refresh. Fixed schema enforcement prevents drift-related inconsistencies. Idempotent designs support safe reruns. 17. How do Dataflows Gen2 manage metadata? Auto-inferred column types, descriptions, and profiles stored with queries. Endorsement and certification promote trusted data flows. Lineage and catalog integration centralize metadata governance. Export, import supports metadata portability. 18. How do Dataflows Gen2 handle large datasets? Distributed compute scales processing via fabric capacity autoscaling. Incremental refresh and partitioning optimize for volume. Fast copy accelerates ingestion without transformation overhead. Staging materialization breaks complex flows into efficient stages. 19. How do Dataflows Gen2 support data governance? Sensitivity labels and row, column security propagate to destinations. Unified purview scanning classifies and protects data. Audit logs and lineage ensure compliance traceability. Workspace governance controls access and endorsement. 20. How do Dataflows Gen2 manage storage costs? OneLake shared storage avoids duplication across workloads. Delta tables enable efficient compression and vacuuming. Incremental processing minimizes data write volume. Capacity-based pricing aggregates costs without per-refresh billing. 21. How do Dataflows Gen2 support versioning? Git integration tracks changes with commits and branches. Deployment pipelines manage versions across environments. Save as draft preserves iterations during authoring. Refresh history audits runtime versions. 22. How do Dataflows Gen2 integrate with notebooks? Pipeline orchestration invokes notebooks post-Dataflow for advanced processing. Lakehouse outputs serve as inputs for Spark jobs in notebooks. Hybrid workflows combine low-code data flows with code-first notebooks. Shared OneLake enables seamless data handoff. 23. How do Dataflows Gen2 support automation? Pipeline activities trigger data flows in orchestrated workflows. REST APIs enable programmatic creation and refresh. Scheduled triggers automate recurring executions. C/CD pipelines automate deployment and testing. 24. How do Dataflows Gen2 scale with business needs? Fabric capacity autoscaling adjusts compute for concurrency. Modular queries and destinations support growing complexity. Incremental patterns handle increasing data volumes. Enterprise features like Git, CI/CD accommodate team growth. 25. What are best practices for Dataflows Gen2? Apply early filtering, query folding, and incremental refresh to optimize performance. Use modular queries with staging for maintainability and reuse. Leverage Git, CI/CD and deployment pipelines for governance and ARM. Monitor refresh history and lineage. Disable unnecessary staging for direct destinations. Thank you for watching. If this video helps you prepare for your Microsoft Fabric interview, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Don't forget to subscribe to ZoomInData and hit the bell icon for more in-depth data engineering, analytics, and cloud technology interview prep videos every week. Drop your questions or topic requests in the comments. Let's zoom in on your success together.